Okay, so we bought a car, which I'm going to film the. Fawn's got this ceremony she wants to do, and so I'll film. I'll film that. Back in my home state of Michigan in the United States, I'll tell you, I can. Well, we all can tell exactly how much money a person has virtually by their car alone. The overwhelming majority of people buy the absolute most expensive model car that they can, even if they've got to go to a lower specification of that model and finance it for a long time with a minimal down payment. It's a well-known thing. It is what it is. I'm not judging. I'm not making fun. That's just what most people do. I'm just telling you. So, here in Thailand, you can't do that because people finance a car to such an extreme. They're called life loans, and the idea is that a person's never going to pay it back in their lifetime, and that's just the way it works. And so, a lot of times, a fancy car here represents debt. It also represents a lot of status. And when someone does pull up behind you aggressively, well, one, don't get into road rage here in Thailand, which it does happen here. Don't do that. But also, if someone's really aggressive and if they're in a really expensive car, get out of their way. That's possibly an obnoxiously rich person, and they'll have a lot of authority, literal authority and social authority. And you get into a conflict with that person, you are going to lose and lose royally, and you're not going to like it. That I will just tell you flat out. Anyway, so for us, this is, again, I live in a 1,100 square foot home in a poor region in Thailand. I am not showing off or bragging, okay? On the other hand, the house does look nice because I knew what I was doing. I was involved in construction and construction materials for 35 years, and I got good at it after 35 years. And gee, by me being nice to Fawn and her family, they helped me. What a weird concept. So I had a lot of help, had a lot of expertise at my disposal, and we built a very pretty house. To my eye, people might not like it, and I don't care. But to me, it's a very pretty house, and it does rub some people the wrong way that the house looks as nice as it does. That's just jealousy. I don't know what to tell you about that. But and then my motorcycle. I love my motorcycle. It was a dream. I just did a morning milk run on it. It just to get some milk for my cappuccino machine that I'd forgot to buy last night. And what just a joy that was to ride that thing in through the sunrise, the orange sunrise coming up on the little village winding streets as I went to the 7-Eleven to buy 2 cartons of milk. I mean, wow. So all that aside, I wanted a car to be like an appliance. I deliberately did not want any kind of status symbol, anything showing off or flexing or anything like that. I have a bee in my bonnet or a chip on my shoulder about the Toyota Fortuner because it's the stereotypical car that all the Western guys buy when they're here. Fine, whatever. But for me personally, it made me feel kind of like a buffalo, which is Kwai. And being a buffalo is a very bad thing here. I have a video, Are You the Buffalo? High recommend if you're curious about that, because I cover it in detail. I've known many guys that are buffaloes here, foreign guys with young, pretty wives. I think it's an ugly thing. I would not want to spend my life like that. That would be the opposite of how I'd like to spend my remaining years on this planet. So it just my own personal baggage. It gives me that feeling. So I didn't, so whatever. Also, they are excellent cars, though. The Toyota, it is an excellent truck, I should say, and 1.4 million baht. So we ended up buying the Mitsubishi Expander Cross, which is a light crossover vehicle, hence the name. And it's a hybrid. Not a big fan of hybrids. It's very hard on the engines. Lots of engineering issues there, but limited choice here, and I think it's a good choice. I felt comfortable with this. 31,000 US at the current exchange rate is what it cost me. I put the minimum down payment down to get the best interest rate of 1.4%, just a little bit under. It was like 1.2 something, but it was the initial rate quoted was 1.4% annually. $1,300 in total interest over 5 years of payments. So for under $1,500, I can keep most of my money in my pension making money, and my pension makes way more than 1.4% per year. You following my math? So I was way better off to do the minimum payment, and just pay monthly. And then the monthly payment's not much. The monthly payment was 11 grand. in bot, obviously, praise God. So really not an afterthought, but not a big thing. I was really tired of depleting my retirement account with the spinal surgery, which I paid cash for because I had to, the house I paid cash for, and the insanely expensive dream motorcycle that I still love and will never regret that I paid cash for. So a little tired of depleting the old pile of money there, and you got to be careful with that when you're not working anymore, because I am not earning any more money. So you got to watch it. Anyway, so all that aside. The Mitsubishi seemed like a good choice for us. I just wanted an appliance to comfortably take me and Fawn around town and where we want. And our shorter vacations. We go to Pak Chong typically twice a year, the mountains of Pak Chong. It's an hour and a quarter away now with the new highway that's open, the motorway, the M6 motorway, which is a wonderful thing. The only thing I don't like about it is my Harley Davidson's not allowed on it. If my Harley Davidson was allowed on it, I'd love that road. I'd get down on my knees and I'd kiss it. But all motorcycles are banned. I think there should be an exception for Harley Davidsons, just throwing that out there. It's a 7-passenger car. It'll take 6 people plus, 3-4 days worth of luggage easily. 7 people, there's limited luggage room in the back. If everybody packed light, yeah, we could do it. So I could take, a lot of times when I go somewhere, going to a dinner, someone's birthday, something nice, here's an odd concept. I like to be nice to the people back there helping me all the time. And one thing, people like us going somewhere. A lot of the people here in the village don't have the means to go anywhere. They don't have the money for the restaurant or the mall or whatever whatever I'm doing that day, which is nothing to me. And they don't have a car available because cars are expensive, okay? So by being able to extend an invite to 6 other people other than myself, or 5 other people other than just me and Fawn, isn't that nice? So a lot of times we go somewhere at 6 people. I mean, not a lot. I mean, a couple times a month. There's a big shopping trip or something. And I don't pay for shopping for everybody, by the way. I am not a buffalo. In fact, if I offer money, Fawn and her family won't take it. There's a concept. So, but you get the idea. It's just really practical that way. So Fawn wants to do a blessing ceremony this morning, and I'll show that, and then I'll show you the car a little bit, and I think this should be a good thing. I can't ride my motorcycle when it's raining out, or at least I don't like to, and then when it's really super hot, that's not healthy for me. I'm too old to really be riding. I've gotten dehydrated and hospitalized twice in the 4 years I've lived here. So I'm going to learn from that, and I'm going to be, and I drink a ton of water. I mean, I drink water if you saw me every day, how'd that guy get dehydrated? But apparently, when you're, kind of a larger, and I'm sorry, but I am a muscular guy. I think it's easy to get dehydrated, maybe. I don't know. But, so let's show the car. พ่อเราคอย9 โมง 9 นาที ไหม Chai, very important. We're going to move the car, or Chansung over here, calling her high class. That's gonna, I love a good Thai joke. She's going to drive the car at 9 a.m. in 9 minutes, 6 minutes from now. Aunt's house where she lived in a little bedroom with her ex-husband, interestingly. Anyways, here she goes. Going over to our house now. Well, we're not racing today, folks. I'm going to give that's a solid 3 miles an hour right there. And we're beeping the horn 3 times for the second time. Kun Pa's coming. So I measured very carefully twice. And this is maximum car in this brand new garage. Again, the garage was cut 1 full meter short at the last minute because I had to cut footage out of the house, or I was going to enter a new multi-month long rigorous inspection process on everything I was doing here. And my gut experience of doing construction for 35 years said do not do that. So, and I was advised not to do that. You can see the car does clear. I've ordered parking blocks at the front, which I'm going to set strongly into the concrete floor, but those have not arrived yet. So in the meanwhile, it's extreme caution in parking, but the car will fit and it'll be fine when it's all done. I'll have to talk about this, but negotiating for anything in Thailand, like a big purchase, like a car, for example, you have to have a Thai person do it. The culture's, I can't even, it's a half sideways, reverse rotation, counterclockwise negotiating. There's no way an American or a foreign person can do it. But they gave us a nice discount on the car. They gave us a free car cover. I paid for the electric tailgate, the basic one, the only one they told me about. They had a brand new one that cost 20% more. They gave me that. Dang it, they gave me a couple other things too that I did not pay for. And cause I know what I paid. And I know the price of everything. And the ticket was very simple to understand. And they absolutely gave me stuff. Same as with my motorcycle. My motorcycle, they gave me 140,000 baht worth of free store credit, which I used, if you know me. But, so the car cover's on it. It's going to sit here for 2 days to get extra luck. They also gave us cow neo mutot, which I really like, and I'm hungry, so I'm going to eat that. I've got to read the owner's manual. It's a relatively sophisticated hybrid system. It switches back and forth from using the electric motor, which is at least double the power of the gas engine, and using the standard gas engine. The Krung Tamada is a gas engine, and then the Krung Faifa is a electric motor. And it goes, it's hard on the engine because it's constantly starting and stopping it, but I'm going to make sure that I change it and put what I think is the proper oil for that vehicle in there. Very pleasant experience. The owner was a super nice guy. We got some photos with him. I'll throw some photos in here. And yeah, Rob and Fawn buy a car. I'm just going to walk through the slideshow real quick here. So this is obviously a view from the open hatch showing all 7 seats up. Here's 6 seats up, 1 folded down, which is probably how we'll travel a lot. There's the front cockpit area. Very comfortable. I mean, I'm not a demanding guy. This is a very basic car. I get that. But my last new car was 10 years old, and cars have improved a lot. So, well, this is a basic car to most people. To me, honestly, it was practically the new Maybach. You know what I mean? So, and then here's a really cute picture of Fawn, all proud. That's our aunt's house again. That she's really nice to us. And then there's Fawn showing her mom the car. Mom had to come with us and check it out, which is normal. And then here we are getting ready for the obligatory photo and ribbon on the car picture and all that stuff. And here's the best picture I have of the actual car. It'll be just fine. And here, Fawn just sent me these 2 photos, so it's such a... But buying a car is a big deal here, and I get it. And it was cute, and it was fun. Now we're pulling in from the dealership. I had the reflection of this thing on the dash. I couldn't see the controls, and there was stickers on both mirrors. I removed this one, and Fawn was like, don't do it, don't do it. I'm like, I need to see. This is all based on good luck. Under Thai tradition, I'm like, there's no good luck if I hit something. She goes, oh, okay. So we're at her aunt's house, and we're going to park the car here for 2 days for extra good luck. Well, chalk it up to not thinking clearly, because I literally had just crawled out of bed. I woke up naturally, pretty typical for me, about 5:40. And then I went to my cappuccino machine. I'm like, oh, dang, I'm out of milk. So, I always keep milk in the house, but I forgot. Once or twice a year, I forget. And so then I was like, well, you know, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And then maybe I'll wait. And I'm like, hell no, I'll just take my motorcycle. What a joyful experience that was. I deliberately kept the RPM really low, and I just sort of burbled along at around 13 to 1500 RPM, first and second gear the whole way. It's a half a mile away, but look at this. I hope the camera, oh yeah, the camera does pick it up. Yeah, look at that beautiful color. Gorgeous, gorgeous morning. There's my garden. And there's Fawn's new parking spot for her car, and then my car, which it's really our car because we're doing it together, but goes in the garage. The new car goes in the garage. But good morning, everybody. This is Rob. Video's over. I'm closing my gate, but if you've been liking or subscribing, or and praise God if you've been a member of the channel, I really appreciate you. I appreciate everyone that watches. You have a great day.